Welcome back to Spotlight Over the City, and guess what? We got us another +1 in the building. This young lady, we've been trying to get her on here for a minute now. She
Yes,
is a
we have.
busybody. She's on the hottest show on the OWN network right now. They are killing it in the game. I'm super proud of them, first of all. She is the storm of the group. We call her the ish starter, but she's a wonderful being on there, and so she's killing it. Y'all give it up one more time for my girl, Winter.
Winter Williams is in the building, y'all.
Give it up, give it up.
Hey, girl.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Thank you for being a part of Spotlight.
Yes. I'm sorry.
Thank you for being a part of Spotlight Over the City.
So let's get right into it.
Let's get into it.
You guys are tearing it up, first of all, on the air. Y'all lighting it up. Y'all got some big things going on. Shout out to your whole cast. Let them know a little bit about Winter, first of all, before we get into the questions.
Well, first and foremost, God is everything for me. I was born and raised in the church. Parents are pastors. I'm a mom, born and raised in Arkansas, Woo Pig.
Okay, that's what's up.
In the South. So I'm a mom of 4, businesswoman, entrepreneur, author of 8 books.
Wow.
MBA in doctoral school, getting my DBA.
Yes.
So that's a little bit about Winter.
I like it.
That's a
Let's
lot
put
of
that
it.
first of all. Let's put our hands together for that part.
That's right.
That's a big deal, first of all. So they don't show all of that on the show.
No, they don't get to know that side.
In all fairness, let me just say this. I came on as a friend of the show. And so I came on in the midst of something very difficult going on in my life. And as a friend of the show, we don't get kind of the airtime that main cast gets. Mm-hmm. And so I'm happy to report, being main cast season 2, you get to see that this season.
Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
So that's a big deal. So so now instead of just being in situations, or now you're a full-time cast member.
Correct.
I love it.
That's dope.
Because they decided, they said, well, how can we not?
How can we do without Winter?
How can we not? Right?
The fans were petitioning hard.
Right.
They were
We
going
need
hard.
Winter back.
So that's a good thing, though. You do make the show. You have an element that brings a whole lot of something like, this is what everybody's asking. Where did you come up with the nickname DJ Fun
You know,
Size?
you done become famous for these damn
So
nicknames,
the
Winter.
nickname, that name itself hit. Like, so no disrespect to Quick, but when I heard it, I died. I was just like, that's crazy. But where did you come up with that?
I don't know.
It just rolled right out.
Literally. I don't think about, that's the thing. Like, we're put in these scenes real time. It's like being in a pressure cooker. So you're reacting on the fly.
Right.
So I think it's important for people to realize it's unscripted TV. You don't have a script. You are literally bringing yourself to the scene. So I'm a naturally witty person. Shout out to Willie Mae, God rest her soul. I get it from her. My mom is really witty as well. She was on the show. They cut out most of her scenes that had production on the floor. We were crying, laughing.
Wow.
So
Okay.
I consider myself a country comedian. Like, it's just what it is. And
From Arkansas.
From
That's
Arkansas.
right.
I'm telling you, it's just what it is, quick-witted. So we got a new nickname tonight. I called someone an offensive lineman. But
You did?
I did. And so that promo is rolling real time. I don't
Wait,
know where
so we got it
Who's the
firsthand
offensive
right here.
lineman? Would that be Alfred?
No.
No?
No, it's actually Ashley's best friend, Alicia. We had...
She's the offensive lineman?
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, my God.
It's only because I referred to Ashley as a linebacker last season. And so, Alicia and I have a tussle. And so I said, I dealt with the linebacker. Now I have an offensive lineman.
Offensive linebacker.
Yeah. So
You are quick wit, and it is funny. I will admit, it's funny.
It's what it is.
I've heard Gutter Barbie.
Yeah.
I said, wait
Yeah.
a minute. So those are our friends, the Tylers. Somebody, that was another thing we got. So, wifey, do you want to? Because you got the question.
We had. Well,
that came in because
Winter,
they
are
was
you
like,
ready?
"Are you
I'm
ready?
ready.
All right, y'all ready? So they called you to Winter Storm,
Yes.
but obviously production realized that they needed some of that storm to actually make production really great. So shout out to the Alfreds, the Duncans, for being
they're
one of the newest
new
cast members.
cast members on
Excited to
there.
have them
Maris
on.
DC. And that's Sherelle.
My girl Rail is in the building,
Yes,
y'all.
she is.
Yeah, that's gonna be another storm. They better be ready.
Yeah,
I don't
she's
know if they know, but my
already-
homegirl Rail, she don't play now.
No,
She's ready.
No games played.
She's gonna bring that Scorpio energy right on there, right on there with y'all. I can't wait to see the rest of the
Shout out
episodes.
Jamie and Rain and the whole cast.
Yeah.
Shout out to all of the cast
whole
members. We
cast.
love all of you all, to be honest. We love everyone on that show.
They're awesome.
Everyone is awesome. Everyone
Yeah.
has their own lane.
Absolutely.
And there's a lane for Winter.
There is a lane.
So
It
Winter.
is a winter lane.
We got people who want to know, what is it with you and the Tylers? Why do you keep coming for the Tylers?
I don't come for the Tylers, actually.
You don't?
I really don't. We have differences in how things should be presented to each other. And so my thing was to do it off camera. Arena made a decision to make it public.
Okay.
This is how we get a public back and forth.
Okay.
We don't get an option, unfortunately, being in the positions that we're in. If something is ever made public, you have to discuss it on camera. You have to address it.
Oh,
Wow.
so if
And
it
so-
comes up in conversation in any manner, you got to bring it on camera.
Absolutely. They're following the reality.
Wow.
So if it had stayed private, y'all would never know that.
We would have never known.
No, it just would have been a conversation between her and I. But because she made it public, boom, we got to
Boom.
discuss it.
So you don't have this vendetta against the
Absolutely
Tylers?
not.
No.
Me and Jamie, we're cool. We talk all the time. We're
Okay.
probably, between he, Ashley, and I, we probably are the most active on socials.
Okay.
And so we all banter back and forth. It's just what it is.
Right.
And I think it confuses people because at the end of the day, y'all, we're coworkers. It's
You
important
are.
that we all come to work and bring our best selves. But like any other working relationship and friendship and relationship, we butt heads.
That's
it's
right.
what it is.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's friction.
And sometimes it is friction, but we also are learning each other. So what I may deem as acceptable or okay, some people are like, no, don't bring that to me. We're just
Right.
learning. So I don't have a vendetta. We're good.
You were
no
good.
worries.
Okay,
Yeah.
so one person says, ask Winter, can we keep the children out of it? Like, children are off limits.
Absolutely. It's important that people know that I did not reference her son. That was someone
Okay.
who brought it to me.
Okay.
Which is why I brought it to her.
Okay.
As a mom, I wouldn't want anyone bringing up my kids. Like I told them, if somebody brings y'all something about my kids, they don't want to know, but I do.
Okay.
I would want to
You
know.
wanna
So I
know.
took it from my perspective, which
Right.
again was supposed to
I
be
see that.
addressed offline.
Offline.
Gotcha.
That's what
Right.
it is. So yeah. I definitely believe kids are off limits, but let me tell you what, I don't fight, but I might try to figure it out for my kids.
I know that's right.
I'm just saying.
When it
mom
comes
to mom.
our kids,
Yes, we don't
play.
Absolutely.
We don't play. One thing, though, that I really, really love and respect about you is some of the things that you said in the beginning. Like, you always talk about God, and you talk about how you're a mom first. And I think you got
Absolutely.
kids in college now, right?
I have two in
'Cause
college.
It's
You
no
have
way
kids
you
in
look like you
college.
in
I do.
college. It's no way.
I have a 21-year-old and a 19-year-old. So I have two in college.
Wow, Winter.
Yes, two in college, one in middle school, one in high school.
Really?
Absolutely. We have a set of bigs and a set of littles.
Look
A
at
set of
how
That
she
are not
looks,
so
though.
little.
Look at how she looks, though.
Y'all
Look
put your
at how
hands together.
right.
Y'all can put them hands together. It's
put them
okay.
hands together for that
Yeah,
because
so that's a big deal. I think that you're killing it, and so wow, I would have never guessed.
Yes, and I tell people all the time, like, if you get to know me, Sherelle says this. They were like, Sherelle says, you love those kids. Like, I really do. Like, I'm a
Yeah.
mom. I've been a mom since I was 20 years old. Like, they are my world. So it's like I told Arena, I would never. You know me better than that, at least better than that,
Right.
that I would never come for another child.
for another child.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
we have another question here. What is what you like least about being on reality TV? Is that what it says? What do you like least about being on reality TV?
I think hands down, the cast and I would probably agree is you don't get control over how you're edited. You don't get control over what scenes are shown. You don't get control over what's, kind of narrated. You just kind of got to roll with the punches. So I found out that I was the quote unquote villain at our premiere party. And one reporter came up to me and she was like, "You're so nice. I don't understand how you're the villain." And I was like, "Am I the villain? I didn't know I was the villain." But in reality TV, they have to fill lanes. And so when I understood what was kind of happening, it's like, dang, at some point you just kind of got to go with it. It worked out for me in the end, but it was very difficult trying to navigate that because I was like, I did not sign up to be the villain. I signed up to be transparent and honest and, get to know new people. But I think that's probably the hardest thing because you're having to juggle what people watch, and which is like 5 minutes of hours of filming.
Yes.
And then, they don't really have a whole lot of context. So that's hard. But at the end of the day, I'm like a full believer in what God has put in you will ultimately shine through. And that is what has worked well for me. Like, the fans ride hard for Winter.
Yes, they do.
really do. So,
They do.
so to piggyback off what Wifey said, what is the most positive aspect? So we heard about the next. So what is the most positive aspect that has come out of being on reality TV? Because being made the villain could taint your image, and it could make people look at, because sometimes people see you on TV and they believe you are who you are on television, right? So what's
Well-
the most positive thing that you could take from being a villain on the show?
Let me just say, I am as witty and as sassy as y'all see on TV. And I consider myself petty provoked. I will
Well,
not
wait,
start
petty
that.
provoked. What
Petty
does that mean?
provoked.
You'll be petty if you provoked.
Absolutely.
I like that. Petty
Petty
provoked,
provoked.
Jamie. That's right. That's you, girl. Yes.
Petty provoked.
That's you, Jamie.
Meaning I won't start nothing, but I dang sure will finish it. And
Petty
so
provoked.
You heard that?
Petty
Don't
provoked.
come for her. Don't come for the winter storm, because then she gonna give it to you.
Don't
gonna
come
be a
for me
storm.
unless I send for you. That is really how I roll. So I think, it's difficult for people who only know me in a certain capacity, because really I call myself Southern sweet and shady. I really am sweet, but I have a tendency to be shady if I'm provoked. And so that's me. I think so often we want to fight kind of narratives sometimes, but a lot of what we infuse into our quote unquote characters are really us.
Yeah.
And so I tell people all the time, like, Winter, are you that shady? I am. Winter, can you be that bad? I am. Are you really that? I am. But on the flip side of that, I'm also very positive. I love uplifting and encouraging women. I've been in women's empowerment for over 10 years.
Yes, she
Am I a
has.
businesswoman? Yes. Am I a mom? Yes. So I think the most positive thing is being able to showcase the things that I'm really about and I'm passionate about. Like this season, you'll get to see my partnership with Covenant House. I'm very active in the community, have been for a long time. So I think the positive is getting the opportunity to showcase what you really are passionate about on this kind of platform.
And that's the other thing I do love about you. Like, I've been reading a lot about some of the different things that you've done. You're a philanthropist, and I heard that you're about to get your PhD, or you're working on it.
I'm working on it.
And so you're doing some other amazing things. One last question is, you're not on the show with a husband. So do you get questions about that all the time? Like, you're on Love and Marriage, DC, and you're not married.
Yeah, I got that all season 1, and I was like, y'all, I had a husband, I just didn't want him anymore.
So you were married. So you and Kevin were married.
We were legally still married. We
During
were
the
just
first taping.
during the first season.
Yeah.
Our divorce was not finalized yet.
Okay.
So I'm like, I had him.
You had a husband. You just said, I don't want him no
I didn't
more.
want him.
You didn't want him no more.
So,
And that's okay.
and that's what it is.
That's
Y'all,
right.
I'm always gonna keep it $150. I
That's
have
right.
nothing to hide. So that was my reality. So I fought that narrative, and I'm like, y'all, I was married. I just was going through a difficult time. This season,
Are we gonna see
what I
some new
will
love?
say,
You got some new love?
You got some new love in the works?
hell no. You're not going to see me get married this season. But I will say this season, something happens, and I put the love in Love and Marriage DC this season.
Oh, shucks now.
Okay, so is that gonna be a little drop of right here for Spotlight Over the City? You gonna put some love and
I
love?
put the
some
love in the Love and Marriage.
Yes.
DC.
So we got to see.
Okay.
You got to watch and see.
So is Winter looking for love? We want to know. They want to know.
I am looking for love.
Ooh.
One that
it's
you gonna
almost
keep.
Valentine's
One that you
Day.
can keep.
One that I ain't got to
that you gotta get rid of.
One that's for keeps. A
One for
keeper.
keeps.
Winter's looking for a keeper.
Yes.
Yeah. So you better come correct, because this she's a boss.
Yes.
She's already got kids. So look, I'm assuming do you want more kids?
I would be open to more.
You
Would
would
you?
be.
I didn't do anything to get
Well, you got some
Yeah.
candidates. You got
And
some
she's a great
candidates in
mom,
the back
yes.
there. You got a few candidates in the spotlight audience back
Yes,
there.
like, hey, sign me up.
Yes, indeed.
I love it. Winter, how can people follow you and let them know anything else you want to know about
Anything.
you and your books right here in this camera?
Yes, so I will say I have my 9th book coming out. It's the Single Housewife Affirmation Cookbook. It's due out in
Yes!
April, so I'm excited about that. The Romancipation album EP will be out this year. So Gutter Barbies is a full single.
So wait. So did you and Black really put that together?
We really wrote a song called Gutter Barbies. It's just not a diss track.
Right.
People want to make it out to be. That
Right.
song is popping, so I can't wait until
Is
everybody...
it true that Alfred worked with you on that?
Absolutely. He
Yes.
wrote, he
Shout out
co-wrote
Black.
Sign
Shout out
My
to
Papers.
Black.
Yeah, shout out to Black. He's actually my producer, and he writes a majority of the songs I sing. So we're working on a new song as we speak. So Sign My
I
Papers.
cannot wait. Okay.
It's called Sign My Papers.
Sign My Papers was the first
So
single.
you're going to have
Okay.
to come back and close the show with a song.
I
So
don't
wait,
mind.
Sign My Papers.
Gutter
Barbie.
Barbies. And we got a new one I can't say yet because we're working. It's going to be released on on the show.
Oh,
Okay, that's dope. Y'all heard it right here first on Spotlight
I'm
Over the City.
excited.
Yes. So, I mean, you can download Sign My Papers on Spotify now. So, shout out to Black. He did his thing on that.
Sign My Papers,
Sign My
Spotify,
Papers.
download it,
Yes.
stream it, download it, go
Sign
get it.
my damn papers.
Sign them
My
damn papers. So he listened to the song because he signed your papers, right? He finally
Finally.
Stroke that pen.
Finally. I spoke it into existence.
You feel
Yes.
good about it? You feel good?
We
Oh,
love
it's
it.
a dope song. It's a great song. He
Speaking
did
of
his thing.
songs, you got
Yes.
1 hour.
Yes.
You getting ready to close on a big deal. You got one artist you can listen to. You can't take them out for the whole hour. Who is it?
Her.
Yes.
Bomb
Yes.
selection right
Her.
there. It's one of my
Ooh.
favorite female artists in the whole
She's
world.
amazing.
Yes, she is
Her.
amazing.
That's a dope singer.
Yes.
Winter,
I
how
can
can
see
people
that.
follow you?
Simplywinter.com. I'm Simply Winter on all socials.
Simplywinter.com. Simply Winter on all platforms.
Yes,
Simply
y'all.
Winter. Yep, I'm Simply Winter.
We love
Simply
you.
Winter.
You
I
are
am
considered
I
a
love you
part
guys
of our
too.
Spotlight family
I
now.
appreciate that.
Anytime
Thank
you
you for
want to
being a
come
part.
back, the answer is yes. And we are. I'm serious when I say you're gonna have to close the show. We're gonna get Black to come in here. We're gonna have everybody
And
here.
we
We're
gonna
gonna
have
have
to
you
do
on
that
that
song.
stage,
Yep.
I'm
and
with
you're gonna
it.
close the show. You with it?
I'm with it.
Y'all heard her right
We're
here.
gonna
She
get
said
Winter
she
back.
with
She's
it.
gonna close
Y'all
on the
give
show.
it up.
Y'all give it up one more
Winter
time.
Williams.
AKA the
Love
Winter
and
Storm.
Marriage
The Winter
DC,
Storm.
y'all. Check out Love and Marriage DC every Saturday, y'all, on the OWN network.
Yeah,
Please.
make sure you guys
the
tuned
hottest
in.
thing
The hottest
smoking
thing
on the OWN network
They over
right
there
now.
killing it. Make sure you are tuned in. Which days it come on?
It comes on Saturdays.
7 to 8
Saturday.
p.m. Eastern.
7
Yes.
to 8 p.m.
Yep.
Eastern.
Don't miss it. All right,
All right.
new episode coming up on Saturday, y'all. We
Next
got the
up,
closer in
we
the
got
building.
a closer in the building in the spotlight. We got my main man singer Rob in the building. He's gonna close with his You got a
We
new-
got some
you
love
something new for me?
songs. We got some love
We got some
songs.
love songs. He's gonna
Yeah,
sing
we
some
gonna sing
big
some
old
love
hits. We'll be
songs.
right back. Spotlight. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do it. Let's see what he got. Spotlight over.